Hey, I'm Susan Arnall from the Right to Life League, and I'm with Greg Burt from California Family Council. And we're going to show you today how to find California legislation so that you can log in, create an account, and comment on bills that are currently underway.
That's right. Thanks for having me. I know many people want to know how they can have a bigger impact on legislation. And so the biggest thing to do is to make sure you're making comments as bills go through the process, the committee process, right? So there is a particular portal that's been set up that makes it easy for you to comment on bills before they are going before hearings in committees. So why don't we start with trying to show people how to set up an account so they can send in their letters. These are actually letters that you're going to be sending in to the different committees that are looking at various legislation. So why don't we start?
First of all, we have to find out where to go. Very first time is, how do I find out where the California legislature is doing its business on Google? I start with Google. Where do I go?
Okay, well, first thing I would type in, I'm going to type in is the California State Senate. Okay. All right. And you got to make sure you put in the word California, because otherwise you're going to get the federal Senate. Right. So you click on this little link right here. All right. And now this is the California State Senate website. And if you want to know about the various committees, and we're going to go to where you can comment on within these committees, you click on the committee button here. You see that?
Yep.
All right, and then just pick one of these committees. We'll start with the Agriculture Committee. Okay, now this is the committee's website. So if a bill has something to do with agriculture, it's going to come through this committee. And what you're going to do is you scroll down and look for this little link here. It's called Submit Position Letter.
So this is the first way. If I wanted to register to submit any letter to on any bill, I have to go in, open up a bill, and find this letter here that says.
Well, you don't. First, we're just going to show you how to set up an account. So don't worry about the bills right now. But this is called the portal system. And so what you do is you want to click on this little link here, and you said that
I can set up. I have a little email I can set up over here. So
okay, well, why don't you tell me what so click down here. It says create an account.
Create an account. Okay.
So you're going to click on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now instead of you doing it yourself, why don't you tell me?
Okay.
And so it's going to ask if you're a registered lobbyist. And so generally, no. So you click the no button. Right. And then it says, do you represent an organization registered or otherwise?
So for instance, if I've already done this, but if I wanted to represent the Right to Life League, I would click on the yes button.
That's right.
But if I'm registering just as a person, as an individual, I would click on the no button, because I'm just speaking for myself.
Okay. So should we show people how to do it for just a person and then do an organization?
Let's just do
Okay. So if you're just a regular person, you're not representing any organization, you click no on this and you hit the proceed button. And then it has this fairly easy screen that you fill out.
Okay.
It's going to want to put in email address and then confirm your email address. It asks for a security question. And then you click the register button and you're going to get an email saying that you're registered.
And you say, then you have to go to your email address that you give them, open up the email that they give you, and get the temporary password to then log into your account.
That's how it should work. Yes.
Okay.
So it's pretty easy. So now if you're an organization, it's a little more complicated, but not too much more. So I know that you said you had.
I have a small business.
Okay. So why don't we try and register that just to show folks.
Okay.
So you're still not a registered. Let's back up one more time here and start over.
So create an account.
So you hit create an account. All right. You're not a registered lobbyist.
Nope.
Are you an organization? Do you represent an organization? Yes, I do represent an
Yes, I
organization.
have a small business.
All right.
Okay.
Now it's gonna, what's the name of this business?
It's Art, A-R-T, by, B-Y, Kids, K-I-D-Z.
Okay.
Nope, with a Z, not an S.
There you go.
There you go. And I
All
haven't
right.
registered before, so there's no drop-down list there. So that's probably good.
Yeah. So you proceed.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hmm.
It says, please
So-
select an organization from the auto drop list.
How about if we click, I can't find my organization in the above drop-down list?
There
With
you
that,
go.
okay, so this is a new organization. Oh, great, okay. So now I enter it again.
Yeah.
Art by Kids with a Z. There,
Proceed. All right.
okay,
And then you would type in your information here.
right.
You type in your title, you can say
The owner,
owner
right,
or
owner,
representative, and you'd go through the same process, right?
Right, okay.
Okay. And
But
then
I don't think I'm gonna put all my stuff up there because it's kind of, my home address.
Oh, I hear
So
you.
if you'll
Yeah,
all
so that's
forgive me, that's, at least
and
you
that's
see.
how it would work, right? Okay,
That's,
so
so
now let
that's
me
the additional step to take. If you're an organization or business, you can register your business and then complete this portal. Go check your email, your business email that you give them, and you
That's
get the password, and then you're registered. Okay.
now let me just show you what it looks like when you are registered. Let's
Okay.
back out of this. Okay, so see, I'm registered, so I'm going to sign in. All right. Now this is this is where these are all my opposition or support letters that I've already submitted on various bills, right?
You've been
So
busy.
that's right. So if you would like to submit a letter, and what they want you to do, if you're a business, your letter should have your letterhead on it, your
Mhm.
logo, and your address to show that it's official. If you're just an individual, then include your name and your address of where you live. Now, some people get paranoid by giving this information out. They just want to confirm you're a real person, right?
Right.
They don't
right.
if they don't want junk mail being thrown in this. They want to confirm you're real. So what I would
No
do,
trolling, no trolls. We just want a real person. So please submit a proper
that's right.
basic letter with your
and you
address,
can-
your real person, your information on a letter, and it's going to go to the authors of the bill. Or
Yeah, so you submit a letter, right? And you
show
pick,
them that again. Can you back up and show it? Because that was really, really fast. So
sorry.
show them where
So this
that's right
little
up there.
see right here, it says submit a letter,
Mhm.
that little link.
Yep.
If you want to submit a letter on a bill, you click that little letter. Now you want to find your bill, right?
Okay, now AB is assembly bill, right? So now there's different labels for where the bill is in the legislative process. And we're going to do another video on how to find that bill. But let's assume
you don't even need to know that, because this
Right.
program will tell you where it is. Right. So
But let's assume that we already know a bill number that we want to use. So it's in the assembly bill, and we have a number.
Pick this bill.
Okay.
And you pick regular. It's in the regular session as opposed to an extended special session. So you click on that. Okay. And it will give you various versions of the bill. Well, we're the version you enter now. It's now in this bill is in the assembly.
So it's working its way through the pipeline, and that's where it is right now with the little blue dot. We see right where it is. So now we can.
That's because they want to know what version you're submitting this letter on. Because what happens is that as it goes through the process, sometimes it's changed. And so they want to know, well, did you like the first version or the second version? So the most current version, you're clicking on that. Then you hit next, and you say who you're representing here. The California Family Council, yourself. So I would click on I'm California Family Council, and then here's the committee.
And that the California Family Council, that's the business that you've already set up and registered. So for me, if I'd gone in, I would be representing Art by Kids. In this case, for you, you're representing California Family Council. That's why you clicked on that link, as opposed to you could also, if you're an individual, just say, no, I'm just representing as myself.
That's right. And then once you know where do you want to submit this letter to, what committees? So this particular bill went to 3 different committees, right? So let's say I want to submit to the Appropriations Committee. I click next. Then I said, do I oppose or support the bill? Well, I'm opposing this bill. And then you put a subject line and you say something like opposition letter for, and then just the bill number.
Right. AB 108. Now you
Right.
could, if you wanted to, let's say there was a good bill that you liked, and it says up there you have different stances, right? You could support it.
Yeah.
You could support if amended. You could oppose unless amended, or you could do something else. So there's choices for anybody who wants to,
Yeah.
lodge their objections or their support.
And then what you're going to do is you're going to click on this choose file. And when you click on that, your screen will pop up on your own computer, and you're going to have to go find the file, right?
That you've
you're
already
gonna
made.
upload.
So that this
You've
is
already
a
made.
good
That's right.
safety tip is you should already have on your computer a basic business letter form with your letterhead at the top, or your individual, this is my business, or this is my name and my address, dear, senator or dear assemblywoman, with their address. And
Yeah.
so a basic letter form, and says, I oppose or I support this legislation because for these reasons, 1, 2, 3, I urge you to vote no, or I urge you to support this legislation. Sincerely, Susan.
Yeah.
And you've already generated that. That's the first thing you do, is you generated that, so that now at this point, you can then go into your computer, pull up the document that you want, hit the load button, and it will load into the portal for you to review.
Yeah. And then
Here
so
he goes. You're going to pull up one right now that you have to show. And there you go.
See, there's my letter of opposition. So I'm going to open it, or I'm going to load it. You click on it, and then you can click this little button to review, right? To review what's happening.
Before you submit, but we haven't submitted anything
so
yet. This is
you
your
want to make
chance
sure
to
you
look
got
at
the right bill,
Mhm.
right? You're sending it to the right committee, right? The subject line says what you want. You got the right stance, and then you submit the letter here, right? And then what happens is that bill is now uploaded into the system, and the committee that's analyzing the bill, if you're an organization, your opposition will now be listed in the committee analysis that the legislators read. Most legislators aren't pouring through every bill. What they're doing is they're looking at legislative analysis that the committees put together to tell them what the bill does and what the bill will do. So you want to register your opposition in the actual document that legislators are looking at. Now, they usually want these letters in at least a week ahead of time before the committee hearing actually takes place. But this is really important.
We can go through that in another video, but the good thing to know, right, if you followed through all the way to here, once you've hit that submit position letter, another screen, I know you don't want to do it because you've already done that, and we don't want to clog up because we're doing this live. So the next screen would be something along the lines of, congratulations, you've submitted it, and do you want to submit something else? So this is basically the end product of being able, this is how anyone can go on, submit a letter of opposition or a letter of support for anything that's going through the current legislative system in California. So that's that. Right. We're going to do a couple of other videos next on, how to find one of the bills, if you wanted to search it. And we're going to do also how to, how to call in. So that'll be our next video. We're going to stop recording now. Thanks for watching, and come back for the next one.